Microsoft's offer to Sony for Call of Duty includes subscription service. Basically, in a bid to win regulatory approval for its $69 billion purchase of Activision Blizzard, Microsoft has reportedly offered rival Sony Group Corporation the right to sell Activision Blockbuster Call of Duty as part of its gaming subscription service. Microsoft has publicly stated that it offered Sony a 10-year deal to make Call of Duty available on the Japanese company's PlayStation console. The proposal, which Sony hasn't accepted, also included rights to sell the title on PlayStation Plus services, which gives gamers access to a catalog of games for a monthly fee, according to a person familiar with negotiations who declined to be identified because the talks are confidential. The fact that Sony, even with this offer, is trying to turn it down just shows how insidious and vindictive they are. They're not at all concerned with what's best for the consumer. They're trying to argue publicly that, well, we want PlayStation players to be able to play Call of Duty. We want them to have the ability to do it. They're being given the chance. This is how they could protect their players' ability to play those games. They don't care. And they don't care because it's not really about Call of Duty. I mean, yes, Call of Duty's huge. Call of Duty brings a ton of money for Sony. The reason that they're upset about this is because Activision is an amazing acquisition for Xbox, and it gives them a suite of studios that are extremely talented, world-class, and that could give Sony a real run for their money. And Sony doesn't want to do that. It's like Phil Spencer said. Sony grows by making Xbox smaller, and that's their approach right now. And you can taste that cynical approach from Sony in almost everything they're doing. Jim Ryan, everything he's doing has that little bit of cynicism tied into it. He just has a very negative view of the industry. And instead of being like, let's grow the industry, making amazing games that appeal to more people than ever, instead of doing that, he's just like, we'll just do this. No, we're not going to play the game. We're going to take our ball and go home. No matter what you say, we're going to throw a fit about it. It's just toxic. So I hope at this point, just to screw Sony over, I kind of hope that the deal goes through. For the record, I own some shares of Activision Blizzard. If the deal goes through, I'll make a few $100s. Okay, that's it. It's not like I'm going to get rich if this goes through, but I'm going to be broke if it doesn't. Like, I'll be able to pay for Valentine's dinner early if this goes through.
He took my thing.